Hello and welcome. My name is Alan, and today we are back with more Know Your Members of Congress for the 119th Congress. Today we are looking at Representative Warren Davidson, who is the representative for the 8th District of Ohio, which is a district that goes along the western border, along the south end, but just dodging the city of Cincinnati and the city of Dayton. So it does enough just to get enough people without delving into the cities. This is why gerrymandering shouldn't be a thing. He is a Republican, and before he took office, he was preceded in office by John Boehner. Now, let's go ahead and take a look at who Davidson is as an individual. He was born in Ohio on March the 1st, 1970, graduated from Sydney High School in Sydney, Ohio in 1989, earned a Bachelor of Arts from the United States Military Academy at West Point, New York in 1995, earned an MBA from the University of Notre Dame in Notre Dame, Indiana. Was a member of the United States Army, a business owner, Concord Township, Ohio trustee, which there were several Concord Townships in Ohio, but I think I chose the one in Miami County because it seemed the closest. Before being elected as a Republican to the 114th Congress by special election to fill the vacancy caused by the resignation of Representative John Boehner, and re-elected to the 5 following Congresses. So he is in term 6. Now, let's go ahead and look at the committees he is on. He's on the Committee on Financial Services, of which he's on the Subcommittee on Capital Markets, the Subcommittee on Digital Assets, Financial Technology, and Artificial Intelligence, and the Subcommittee on National Security, Illicit Finance, and International Financial Institutions, of which I believe that one he is chairman. He is on the Committee on Foreign Affairs, of which he's on the Subcommittee on Europe and the Subcommittee on Oversight and Intelligence. Now, let's go ahead and look at his top 5 individual donors and contributors over this last election cycle. At the top, number 1, we have Rock Holdings, sometimes known as Rock Ventures. They are a holding company for businessman Dan Gilbert's portfolio of companies, investments, and real estate, and is based in Detroit, Michigan, and engaged in community development in both Detroit and Cleveland, Ohio. Its over 110 affiliated companies include the Cleveland Cavaliers and Rocket Mortgage. In 2023, they became Rock, the family office for the Gilberts. Altogether, they have donated $26,900, and once again, that's Rock Holdings. Next, at number 2, we have America's Credit Unions. and they are a national trade association for both state and federally chartered credit unions located in the U.S. and was launched in 2024 as part of a merger between the Credit Union National Association, CUNA, and the National Association of Federally Insured Credit Unions. Once fully operational in 2025, it will provide its member credit unions with trade association services such as lobbying, regulatory advocacy, professional development, and professional services management. It is headquartered in Washington, D.C. Altogether, it has donated $26,000, and once again, that's America's credit unions. Next, at number 3, we have the House Freedom Fund, and it is the fund for the House Freedom Caucus, which is a congressional caucus consisting of Republican members of the U.S. House of Representatives that is considered the most conservative bloc in the House, and was formed in January 2015 by a group of conservatives and Tea Party movement members with the aim of pushing Republican leadership to the right. Its first chairman, Jim Jordan, describes it as a smaller, more cohesive, more agile, and more active group of conservative representatives. It is positioned right-wing to far-right on the political spectrum and is substantially linked to the values of national conservatism. It is a hardline group that favors social conservatism and small government with right-wing populist beliefs such as the opposition to immigration reform, and sought dozens of times to repeal the Affordable Care Act. It was established as a more conservative alternative to the Republican Study Committee and initially emphasized fiscal conservatism and concerns about House rules favoring budget cuts and decentralization of power within the House of Representatives. Known for the strategy of obstructionism and defending false stories like the Planned Parenthood 2015 undercover videos controversy, after the election of Donald Trump, the Freedom Caucus became a more populist and nationalist but less bound by policy principles group. It supports House candidates through its Freedom Fund. So yeah, altogether they have donated $25,200, and once again, that's the House Freedom Fund. Next, at number 4, we have the National Association of Home Builders. They are one of the largest trade associations in the United States, representing the interest of home builders, remodelers, developers, contractors, and associated businesses, and were founded in 1942. Altogether, they have donated $25,000, and once again, that's the National Association of Home Builders. Finally, in 5th, we have Phillips Tube Group. They seem to be headquartered in Shelby, Ohio, and are a metal manufacturing company. They're also in Middletown, Ohio. Fabrication ready tubing, including small diameter tubing up to 5 inches, exhaust tubing with special coatings and surface modifications to withstand the most extreme conditions. Consumer markets include HVAC, appliance, and automotive, with new expansions into solar, security, and construction. In addition to manufacturing facilities, they also operate R.H. Phillips Trucking. But yes, altogether, they have donated $23,200. And once again, that's Phillips Tube Group. Now, let's go ahead and look at the top 5 industry donors over the last election cycle. At the top, number 1, we have insurance, who altogether have donated $207,415. Next at number 2, real estate, who altogether have donated $153,742. Next at number 3, securities and investment, who altogether have donated $120,660. Next at number 4 is commercial banks, who altogether have donated $113,003. And in 5th is leadership PACs, who altogether have donated $71,100. Now, let's go ahead and look at the donors at a glance. Individually, Rock Holdings, boo, suck. America's Credit Union, okay, good. House Freedom Fund, boo, suck. National Association of Home Builders, okay, good. Phillips Tube Group, fine, okay. Industry-wise, insurance, ooh. Real estate, ooh. Securities and investment, boo, suck. Commercial banks, ooh. Leadership PACs, boo, suck. Not the worst I've ever seen, but just, not great either. There's some horrible ones, but there's some decent ones, you know. Industry, it's pretty bad all around, but individually, America's Credit Unions, National Association of Home Builders, at least they're trade unions meant to represent industries or people, workers in the industries, that at least I can kind of somewhat understand. Phillips Tube Group, that's regular people working. Regular people have to work at it, so I can accept that as well. The rest of them just kind of suck. Rock Holdings, no. House Freedom Fund, no. Securities and Investment Leadership PACs, no. Again, insurance, real estate, commercial banks, I really don't like them, but at least they do have kind of a purpose. But with that, this has been a look at Representative Warren Davidson, who represents the 8th District of Ohio. As always, educate thyself. Think, read, study, learn. Someone tells you something you have trouble believing, ask them to cite their sources. I'll be putting my links and sources in the description box below the video. Thank you all for watching. I'll see you all in the next one. Until then, later.